Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Latif coming back at you with another story, and I'm doing pretty good today, so I hope you all are doing good as well. Or if not, maybe this story will make your day better. Who knows? But this is a very special story to me. This story is about the first time I drank alcohol, so without further ado, let's get into it, and I hope you enjoy. So, this story goes back to the summer between my junior year of high school and my senior year of high school. And during that summer, I'd signed up to go on a school trip to Costa Rica. It wasn't a specific work or study trip. It was kind of just a random trip that my science teacher had put together with a few other teachers, and a bunch of kids signed up for it. I'd known a couple people who signed up, but I also didn't know a lot of them and had gotten to know them better over that trip. But not to get into detail about the whole trip, since we're focusing just on one little part here. But at this particular point in the trip, I'd gotten to know a lot of the people quite a bit better. And we kind of had this big group going where we were just hanging out. Whatever activities we were doing, we would always stick together. We'd go explore, do our thing when we had free time and stuff like that. And it was really a lot of fun. Like, this was definitely one of the highlights of my high school career. But at this particular point in the trip, I remember it was about maybe like halfway through. We were stopped at this resort because we were bouncing around the whole country on our trip. We would stay at one place for a couple days, do the activities. After that, move to the next hotel we were staying at, do the activities, sites, whatever we were doing. And at this point in the trip, we were at this water park, resort kind of spa, and we're all just like kind of exploring around. Like, a few of us are breaking off. I'm hanging out with my one good buddy who I knew well because we were in Boy Scouts together and he had gone on the trip. But our group consisted of me, my one buddy who I knew well, plus another guy, and then 6 other girls, a couple of them who I'd known before, but others I didn't, but got to know. And I think it was one of the girls specifically, she was going into her senior year like I was, and she put out there like, hey, why don't we buy some liquor tonight and go drink at the hotel? And I was really not the type of kid that like broke the rules a lot or like was doing crazy shit and stuff like that. Even though like I was curious to and wanted to, I kind of didn't have a lot of opportunities just because of various reasons. But now I was fully down. I was ready to get drunk and have some fun here in high school like they do in the movies. So after our whole group is all on board with this, we get on the bus with everybody back to our hotel, and we're in this little small town in Costa Rica. And for those of you who don't know, this is important to the story, but in Costa Rica, the legal drinking age is 18. So if you're 18 plus, you can just walk into a liquor store and purchase liquor. It's not like in the US where the drinking age is 21. And a couple of us were 18. I believe in our group, I think it was actually just myself and the other girl who suggested the drinking. I think we were the only ones who were 18 at the time. But anyways, we get together once we get changed at the hotel out of our bathing suits, and we get out on the town. We visit the liquor store and we buy, oh shoot, let me see if I can remember. I remember we got some Captain Morgan, and we got, I think, Malibu, and I think vodka too. I think those were the 3 things we'd gotten. So we got those 3 drinks, everybody chipped in their money beforehand. Me and her went to the checkout. We got it, and we're ready to fucking rock. Like, we get back to the hotel, and we get our stuff together after dinner, and we decide to go down to where the girls were staying, because this hotel was like, it wasn't like a regular American hotel. It was like separated into outside areas, like different buildings. So the girls' building was kind of more separate from where the adults were staying. So we figured it'd be a better idea to do our thing there, so we would have less chance of them seeing us, because we would have gotten in huge trouble if we were caught. Let me be clear about that. So after we get our stuff and we ate dinner, we go to the girls' room, and we pretty much just hang out, crack it open, and it was definitely a weird feeling for me, especially not having done anything like that at the time. So I just remember we're laughing, having a good time. And I said to them, like, yeah, this is my first time drinking. And they were like, oh, yeah, Latif's first time drinking. Let's go. But I pour myself up some of the rum, and I put Coke in it. Made myself a little rum and Coke type thing. And I start sipping it. And I remember one of the girls is like, yeah, you feel it yet? It'll hit you fast. Like, you know, that's not always necessarily true, like, especially after sipping just a little bit. Like, it takes a lot more than that, for me at least. But I definitely felt it, and it was definitely a good feeling. I wish I could describe better how I felt at the time, but I was just so like it's, looking back on it, it's not anything even remotely that crazy, but I just felt like so cool at the time. Like, I felt like I was just the man, like, living it up, but it really wasn't anything crazy, like I said. Regardless, we ended up just having a blast. We were blasting music, dancing around, cracking jokes, just having a blast. And really, that was kind of it. Once it got late, me and my buddy and the other guy went back to our room and just settled in for the night, and that was it. And I know we had linked up with another class that had gone from a different state, because we were not traveling alone. We were traveling with a couple other schools. So at this point in the trip, we had gotten to know them too, and we were linking up with them a little bit in the following nights, and we still had more alcohol to go around. So we had a great time the rest of the trip. But for that story, I'll go ahead and end it here. This is a very fun story for me to relive, and I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing. And with that, I will catch you all on my next video. Peace.